looking at weaving in ends. Some might say it's a tedious job, but I will show you a quick and easy way. So let's see what we'll need. You'll need a pair of scissors, your choice of darning needles, and a project that you've been working on. These are a set of 3 aluminium needles, and they have a nice wide nylon loop to feed your yarn through. They come in 3 different sizes. These aluminium ones are also perfect for weaving in ends. This is the larger size, and then I have a smaller size which is for thinner yarn. Doesn't matter if you haven't got the same ones, just use a darning needle that is suitable for the yarn that you'd like to weave in. And finally we have these plastic ones which would do the job just as well. So just see what you have. Now my go-to needle is the smallest size from the set of 3. This one's my favourite. Let's get started. So here I have my lemon peel stitch blanket, which is linked in the description box below. This is an end that I've worked in as I changed the colour in that row. So that is another trick that I will show you in another tutorial. I'm going to take the tail that is on the edge of the blanket. So you want to get your needle, thread your yarn through the loop, you want to find the closest stitch to your tail and feed your needle through, working through the surface stitches. I feed my tail through approximately 2 inches in, going through just the top stitches, so you don't want it coming through to the other side of your blanket. Then you want to start working your way back towards the edge of the blanket. This time you're going through a different stitch so that you're not pulling your tail back through where you came from. Just carefully going in and out of those stitches. Pop your yarn back in the loop if it's come out, and then loosely pull it through. Pop your thumb there on the end. Give it that one final stretch, and then just snip off your tail. Next, we're working on the tail that I worked in when I changed the colour. So this one we're just going to work one way towards the edge of the blanket. So again, going through a different stitch, working the needle in and out of the stitches, and then you just pop your yarn into that loop and pull it through. Snip off your tail as closely to the stitch as possible. and like magic they've all disappeared. I have tried my other needles, but I don't think they work as well as this one. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment down below. So I wonder who's watching the footy tonight, because here in England it is the Euro 2021 final. We're not particularly into football, but we will be showing our support. After all, football's coming home. So moving on swiftly. Right, let's look back into weaving in the ends. So these are the ones that I've already worked in when I change my colours, and I've come off camera here. Do apologise. I'll show you on the next one. We're just going in and out of the stitches towards the end of the blanket. You can use this method for any other projects that you might have. So I do like to just snip off my tills as I work them in, so that I'm not getting confused which ones I worked in and which ones I haven't. This will make the job less tedious. A lot of people who crochet will agree this is the most hated job. But it all depends on how we look at it. I mean, it can be a rewarding job. And as you can see, I've lost my tail. Simply pull it back out and start again, but you can just give it a little poke to see if you can find it. Be careful not to loosen up any other stitches whilst you do this. And if you have, just give it a little stretch and it should sort itself out. So can you see there, I just loosened it up a little because it would have left a hole there. And then I just simply snip off the ends. This is how it looks on the other side of the blanket. So next we're going to work on the end tails. We're just repeating what we've done, just finding that closest stitch to your tail and feeding your needle through. I'll let you carry on weaving in your tails. So here, if your tail has tightened up, you're just simply giving it a stretch before you work your way back towards the edge of the blanket. So this needle is the smallest size as I mentioned at the beginning of the tutorial. And I think I've seen it on Amazon, so if you would like to purchase yours, I'll pop a link in the description box below for you. So just going in and out of your stitches, working your ends one by one. If they've gone in too tight, just simply giving it a stretch, straighten it out before you work your way back towards the edge. And honestly, this is the quickest way and the easiest way to tackle all your loose ends. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, and I hope to bring you some more tips and tricks in the near future. So thank you for watching.